Hey everyone, my name is Lyle, and Kristen's eating, so forgive the audio. She's just making sure that she crumples that plastic right up next to the mic. Is exactly where we want it to be. I hope you are also enjoying I hope you're also enjoying your pineapple bread. Pineapple, apple bread. And my name is Lyle. We're playing Dark Places and Demogorgons, brought to you by Bloat Games. Get bloated.
I am.
I actually am.
Big breakfast.
We had breakfast burritos.
Yeah, we're still full. We got breakfast burritos 5 hours ago. We're still full. Alright. So, my name is Lal. I am your GM for this fun game. And the Homeroom heroes are...
Oh, me.
I always start with you.
I'm Julian playing Xander.
Brandon is Reese.
And Kristen as Courtney.
Okay. So,
And Dinah, my cat.
Dinah's not in here yet. She's at home.
In the backpack, wasn't she?
You didn't bring Dinah.
I got her last episode.
Did you?
She's not with me right
She's
now.
not with you.
Okay.
She just got her shots. Dinah just got her shots, and she's at home resting.
Yeah.
But we have a munchkin cat named Dinah that we found last episode. Can we have Courtney tell us what happened last episode? It's basically your episode.
Why? No, it was Reese. Did all the action. I just reaped the reward.
That's true, actually.
Lots of aminals went missing.
No.
Mostly doggos. Didn't find any of the doggos. While we were looking for the doggos by the diner, we found a cat, which still wasn't a dachshund to Reese. So Reese
Dotson.
gave her to me by the diner, which is why she's named Dinah. And then got to keep her, still couldn't find the doggos. Took Dinah to the vet. While at the vet, shenanigans by Xander and Reese. They left.
It was because we were looking for a guy.
No, you didn't know there was a guy.
Yeah, we did. We saw
We-
him.
You saw the guy.
we
when
heard a
went in the
noise.
back.
It was
You were looking
suspicious.
for doggos.
You're looking for people tampering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking for people tampering with the found animal area.
And then we heard noise and we're like, let's investigate.
And then some dude just left with a
Pitbull.
pupil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was driving a red Suzuki Samurai.
Yes.
And you guys spent the rest of the day looking for said Suzuki Samurai. You guys all went home, and because you guys went through most of the neighborhood, and you found out that the only place you guys haven't checked was an enemy street, which is the place where everything's kind of been happening for the news for the last couple days. So we all went home. You guys geared up. Courtney brought her small first aid kit, baking soda, vinegar, and
Baseball bat.
treats, a squeaky toy, and a baseball bat. I would say softball bat.
They're the same.
Okay.
Baseball,
I
softball.
don't play
Jeez,
sports.
Why are you gendering my...
We're playing D&D. We don't play sports.
I don't play sports.
Why are you gendering my bat?
I did band. Xander brought a leather belt,
Leather
Leather
belt.
belt.
an exactor knife with exactly one blade,
One blade. My mom will only let me get
with
one.
exactly one number 7 blade.
Yes.
Right? It is number 7, right? That's the standard one that we think about.
I think so. I forget now.
One thick sock with 7 walnut-sized rocks.
Yes.
And
Nice and hefty.
and a bike chain lock.
Yes.
Did we discover
Bike chain with lock.
Is this a U or is this a chain with a lock?
It's a chain with a lock.
Yeah.
Chain.
We did talk about
We
that.
were talking about, but then we
Yeah,
defined
yeah,
it at
yeah.
the end. Yes. Chain with lock.
That was a lot of meta, actually. Chain with lock, because it's very specific.
Were those even invented?
You could easily
chain
get a
ones?
random chain and a lock.
No, I meant the U ones.
I'm pretty sure that's
I
a
have no
standard, right? There's U
Mm.
locks. It's like a standard
Oh,
lock.
I don't
I have no clue.
Okay, well, I mean, regardless, the bike chain with a lock is like the most
Yeah,
common
yeah.
thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Reese brought the least amount of things. 1 nunchuck, 2 shurikens, and a bottle of water.
These.
And I guess if we're introducing all the characters, our new kitten, Caboodle Dinah, is a Munchkin cat. Has a light blue collar with a white bow on it.
And I got my own dice today.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow. Official.
Wow.
let's see how they will roll.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
So it is
Kicking
the
back.
16th of September, 1988. It is a Friday evening. There's an eerie silence that is blanketing the town just because it's just that point just before the sun goes down and everyone basically just went home.
Mhm.
You know, it's like that suburban like stillness. We are in front of a red Suzuki Samurai that's parked in a driveway of a typical 2-story standard 4-bed, 3.5 bathroom suburban home. We know how many bathrooms and how many bedrooms are there because every 2-story house has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms.
So it's a 2-story?
2 stories.
2 stories. Okay.
Okay. And we find our heroes right in front of this driveway, and they just ID'd the car and
license plate.
the license plate,
Mm-hmm.
and
And I got my rocks.
yes, you got your 7 walnut-sized rocks, and let's go. What do you guys do?
I look over the fence.
You immediately break into the house.
No, I'm looking over the fence.
Okay. Okay.
I want to see if the pit bull's back there, or if anything else is back there.
Let me hold on.
Wait, what time is it?
It is 7 o'clock, early evening.
Are any of the lights on in the windows? Are any of them open?
There are. Do you check?
Looking.
Just looking. There are no lights on. None that you can see.
Can I feel the hood of the car, see if it's warm?
Wow.
Julian feels the hood of the car, and it is warm.
He's home.
I mean, the car is here.
The car's here. Recently
He just got
got
home.
home.
He just got home. Oh yes, he's home.
Is the dog over the fence?
Yeah, did I see anything?
There is no dog over the fence.
Okay.
Can we hear any aminos
You can't hear anything.
from the curb, obviously?
Someone roll me a perception.
I got a 3. Someone else.
Crit fail.
Also 3.
Oh man.
Okay, so Reese trips over something.
I'm like jumping to look over the fence, and I just like
Wait, you crit fail?
Yeah, crit
Hey,
fail.
where are you? You're in front of the fence?
I was trying to look over the fence, and now
Okay,
I guess I didn't see anything, so I'd be still by the fence. I guess.
you're by the fence. So walking back from the fence, you trip over the curb, where like, cause like it has like kind of those like it's like that corridor thing that goes into the side fence where
Mhm.
people typically put their garage or garbage, their
Yeah.
garbage stuff. And there's like a little lip, and you trip over the lip and you slam into the red Suzuki, and the car alarm starts going off.
Oh, great.
Off to a good start.
What do you guys do?
Run.
Yeah, I'm running.
Where?
To
Behind the car on the other side of the street that's parked.
yeah.
Yeah, and just like peek over to see if he like comes out to like.
Okay, can you?
I'm looking through the car window on the other side. Like
Wait, are you at the Suzuki or are you at the
No,
car?
on
At
The other
the
car.
other
Yeah.
side of the street, the
Yeah.
car that's parked parallel to the curb, so perpendicular to the house.
so we can still see the house through the car window that we're looking through.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity to see how good you guys get there.
Oh gosh.
7.
18.
7.
Oh, 19.
Okay, so Julian gets there first.
Actually, yeah, 9. I didn't add.
9?
Yeah.
9, and then
7.
that's 7 with your.
I don't have any
Oh,
plus.
ooh, these raw rolls. It's okay. We're warming up these dice. Wow. Okay. So you see this guy still in his hoodie. So I told you felt the hood of the car and it is still warm, right?
Mhm.
So he did basically just get home. He's probably been home for about 10-15 minutes.
Okay.
And he runs out and he's like, "What the heck?" And you just hear a beep beep beep, and then he's right in front of his car. He like looks around.
Do you see the dog?
There's no dog.
Is the dog barking because of the alarm?
There's no dog, but Julian, because you're the one that got there first and you're able to look around. Basically, you guys just reach right as he goes outside.
Mhm.
Julian, you see him with a collar and a leash in his hand,
Okay.
and he's looking around, and then he goes back inside. So you hear the door shut and locks.
My bad. We know he's home now, though.
Yeah. Okay. Is the house the same? Is the house constructed the same way as Courtney's?
Pretty much, except Courtney's is a little bit more fancier on the fancier side.
Yeah.
So Courtney's has like another couple of bedrooms, another couple of bathrooms, but
Does it still have the same ledge?
yeah, it does still have that same ledge. I was about to say it does still have that same ledge. It's like leaning over the top of the first story, and then there's a second story.
Are we trying to go inside this guy's
I
house?
feel like we should talk to him before we do anything too crazy.
Well, it's not like he knows all of us, so if one of us wants to...
It's not like he knows any of you guys.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you guys want to talk to him, go for it.
I could go
She's the
to the
most.
door.
Yeah.
and distract, and you two can like go through the side.
Just to remind you that Courtney does have advantage.
Yeah.
Not advantage, but she has plus points for. Was it?
Opposite sex and parents.
Yeah, and then what is that for?
Plus 2
Persuasion, right? Persuasion, yeah. She has persuasion.
She should talk to him.
Yeah.
Should just be her though.
I think she'd be fine as long as she just,
I have my bat.
Do you guys have radios? Was that something that we like
It
described?
was us two.
It was
It was
us.
just you two.
And we didn't.
We,
We technically didn't bring it with us.
yeah.
I could say that during the thing, that's definitely something that you guys could have brought. Before we go any further, is there? I did describe everything that we brought. Is there anything else besides these radios that you want to bring?
Besides the radios.
Because I will say that you guys have the radios. Both
Okay.
Reese and Xander have one radio each.
You give me one.
Yeah, I'll give her mine.
Is there anything else though? So that way we could just lock it down.
Yeah.
And I would say Xander, you can't bring pretty much anything else because you have rocks
No,
and
yeah.
that bike chain.
Full
So you are
backpack.
carrying a lot.
Yeah.
Courtney, you're also carrying a lot. I don't think you could bring anything else because you also have that baseball bat that's stuffed in there. Reese could actually carry like maybe one, maybe two more things.
When we were at Courtney's house, I also took like a pet treat.
Okay. Because Courtney does have treats, a squeaky toy in her bat, in her
Yeah.
baseball bat. So you also have pet treats.
I have a
Okay.
little bit of pet treats.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now with this newfound information, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna say I give Courtney my walkie-talkie, and then you keep yours, and then
So I'll go up to Zorba. What am I?
say you
Obviously,
lost.
shouldn't ask about the animals because that's too
Yeah.
obvious. Maybe since I have my bat, I can say I was playing like I don't know, either at the rec center or at the high school, and like a ball was hit over. If we found
Yeah.
anything.
Actually, what house is it in the?
In Anemone, it is going to be the one that's based. It's the one nearest the rec center. It's on the rec center side. So the
okay. This
the
one,
rec
yeah.
center like
Yeah.
hemisphere.
Yeah.
That semicircle.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on that side.
Okay.
The western side
Yeah. So you can actually just be like
or eastern side.
asking for your ball back.
Well, then that means you would go into the backyard, probably.
Yeah. Well, my idea was to go onto the second story from the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then maybe once he goes to the back,
You can
once he
radio
lets
it.
me, I can radio you, and then maybe I could go around to the back. Because why would he go outside again if he goes back there to obviously check for ball?
Okay. Well, before we get any further, we don't really want to talk to each other because in all the movies I've watched, talk to each other on the radio will kind of give us away.
Did you distract him yet?
So exactly.
How about you
So-
just radio me? I
No.
won't radio you.
So instead, we'll go for white noise signals. So it's just pressing it once for clear and then twice for he's coming. So it's
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I saw it in a spy movie once.
Wow.
So
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to the door.
make sure he
And
doesn't like
distract
see
him.
any of your stuff. I guess like the radio. But
I'll put it in my bag.
sure. Okay. and then let us know when he kind of goes in, or if you can see him or anything, any inkling that he's in the backyard and it's clear, and then just signal us, and then we'll go up as fast as we can, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys break, and you guys go from behind this other car that's across the street into in front of our Suzuki Samurai house. And Kristen, what do you do? Courtney, what do you do? Sorry, Kristen, what do you make Courtney do?
I'm gonna wait for them to get to where the ledge is, like on the left side of the house, if the door's like on the right side.
Do you guys do that?
Yeah.
Do you, both of you guys go to the gate? Reese and Xander, both of you guys go to the gate? Where do you guys go?
Well, okay.
Yeah, I just want to know where you guys go.
From the ledge, like what's around the ledge for us to get onto the second story?
Basically, the ledge only covers like the so it's the car, the garage door on your right, on your left. So I'm mirroring it for you.
Yeah.
And then the right next to the garage door is the door to the house, and then there's a window, like one of those big windows, right? To the right of that.
Is that where the ledge is?
The ledge covers that whole front part.
Yeah.
And it does extend around. It extends around to the to your left side, and on the right side is that gate that Reese wasn't able to get over.
So the gate's by the window?
The gate's by the garage.
Oh.
So it goes gate, garage door, and window.
Okay.
And the lip goes around the window, but it does not go around on the other side.
Yeah.
There's like a storm drain.
Is there like for instance, her house had like that like vine thing that she was able to climb up on, or like a tree.
This house is very plainly
so it doesn't
kept,
have any of
so
that.
it doesn't really have anything for you guys to climb over.
Okay.
But besides that, that gate, of course,
Yeah.
if you guys want to do that.
I mean, he's gonna end up going in the backyard. We'd have to be really fast.
Yeah. Okay.
If that's what you want to do. I have thoughts, but I'm not playing this game.
Yeah. What do you think?
None of the windows are open. Can we tell if any windows are open?
You guys have not checked. You have checked to see if there is light. You have not checked to see if the windows are open.
Let's check that.
Yeah. Can you see if the windows are open?
Perception. Oh wait, what's stealth? Is that dexterity? Oh wait, let's go roll me that wisdom. Yeah, let's roll me that wisdom because in perception, that is a perception check.
10.
6.
9.
You guys check the window, and you just hear movement inside the house. So he is
Is
in
it
movement from
unlocked or
him?
is it open?
It's not. It is locked. It's not open.
Okay.
But as you guys are checking it, you hear movement inside the house. So I would say Courtney, you would probably have to act a little fast just to make sure you get him while he's still towards the front of the house, so he could hear you. Either knock on the door or ring the doorbell.
So they're gonna try to go through the back, not up to the second story anymore?
Well, if
'Cause
there's no
none
way
of
for
them
us to
are
get to the
open.
top.
Without breaking and entering.
No. Is there like a shed or anything in the backyard, or?
None that you guys could see. You guys just know that there's there's a gate corridor along the side of the house, and it leads over to a backyard of some sort.
Can we check the perimeter that isn't in the backyard to see if there's like one of those low windows on the ground that would see if there's a basement?
Yes, and it would, and then you guys kind of notice that with what you guys could do, short of hopping the gate, you could go on the other side of the house. That's right. That's where the window is, and you could go and check that because it just kind of there's just kind of like a small little alleyway where he does have his trash cans there. Because people either put trash cans on one side of the house or the other side of the house. Lots of people like putting it behind the gate, but the trash cans are on the side of the house in between houses, next to the window. And then it is fenced off on the other side. There's like a brick wall that separates the homes.
Can I check for possible basement window?
Roll me one of them stealths. So, it would probably be it'll be wisdom or dexterity, whether you want whichever you choose. 19. You do see a small one of those venting windows for the basement. A basement exists.
Basement exists.
Can I look inside? What is there?
You can't see much, but you get this kind of really bad stench
Gross.
of just a lot of things. Like a lot of things you can't quite put your foot on or your nose on, I guess. You smell lots of just it just smells gross in there. But you can't really hear anything. You do sense that there's a lot of movement, but you smell things more than anything, and that prevents you from wanting to go further.
So with that, I feel like we kind of need to check around the basement area. That should be like main goal, maybe, just to see what he's got going on.
Get in there.
Yeah, can we like push on that little window, see if it like opens inward or?
Sure. Someone roll me a dexterity or strength for this.
8.
Okay.
For what?
To check and see if that little basement window is like open.
So when Reese checks it, hold up. Reese checked it. It budges a little, but it also makes a small rattling noise when you did. So everyone kind of stops for a second.
Okay.
Xander, anything?
If I want to do it, or
Do you also want to push it as well?
Well, if it made a noise like that, maybe not. Yeah. No.
Is the space big enough for you to fit?
Yeah, because you're a small boy.
Maybe. Well, I mean,
Is it?
It is only if you get it all the way open.
Do you want to try going in there? Or do you want to wait until the guy leaves?
it would be better once he leaves. Oh, actually.
It is early evening,
Wait.
so I would like to.
So then the window.
Yeah.
At the bottom, it's currently slightly cracked.
Yeah.
Is it like a?
It's on a hinge. It opens.
No, but is it glass or is it like a?
It's glass. It's not a grate.
It's not great.
It's not great. It's a glass.
But then it's slightly open now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to get one of the rocks that were in my sock, try and like flick it in there, try to make a loud sound in the basement.
Okay.
So you got him to go down there?
Well, just to see if there's any dogs in there. If they hear the sound, they would make it. Good.
Did bark or something?
They'd bark or move or something, right?
Yeah.
So can I do that?
Yeah. Riggedy, roll me a dexterity. Or wait. What's your goal? Do you want to throw it hard, or do you just want to throw it in there?
I want to throw it in there with the
Like-
intention of making sound.
Okay, then I would say strength. Roll me a strength.
Okay. 8.
So you flick it down, but you don't really flick it down. You kind of drop it down.
Okay.
And it hits what sounds like a cage,
Okay.
and then you hear like lots of muffled. It's muffled. It's not really squeaks or yelps, but you do hear it's muffled, like
Muffled what?
what sounds like barks and also meows.
So multiple.
Are you guys still gonna go with that idea of Courtney talking to him in the front door?
We need to figure out how we're getting in and what we're doing once we're in there.
Okay.
Because
It's
also,
like if one of us had a camera, we'd be able to take pictures.
Take a picture,
at
see the
least.
flash.
It's like I don't think we'll be able to get in and do anything. I
What-
want to do something, but I don't know if just calling the cops is the best thing to do.
Real quick, can I kind of on hands and knees go around the house just to see like where the doors are, where the windows are?
Yeah. You definitely can. Roll me a dexterity for that.
20. Unnatural 20.
Oh, natural. Okay, cool. So you make your way through the trash cans. You don't make any noise.
Okay.
As you make your way around that space in between the house and that wall, you make your way around and you see a backyard. There's a small, tiny gate, like, that separates the house. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's the house, and then the stretch of the house, and then there's the wall that's splitting the house and the other house, right?
Oh yeah.
And then because you could just go in, otherwise you could just go in, but there's a small, tiny gate that's in between the house and the backyard, and you just hop that, no problem.
Okay.
And then you stay still. There's nothing because you only on natural 20, so you did all that. I would say so. There's nothing. So all you see is just an expanse of grass.
Okay.
There isn't really anything back there. When you take a look at the back of the house, you notice like a couple quite large windows, so that way they could see into the back.
Yeah.
So you obviously keep aware of that, and then you see that back porch, like steps going up to a back porch door.
Okay.
It's like, what do we get out of trying to go in? We obviously can't save all the animals. Just us. At least we know we found them. We know that they're here.
We also don't know that those don't all just belong to him. We don't know that it's everyone's animals.
Alright.
We can't really like call the police and just be like, he has animals.
Alright. How far was the walk from my house?
Well, he's over here, you're over here.
About how far though? Like how many minutes away?
Like 15.
15-minute walk.
I'll say, yeah.
Can you guys wait 15 minutes?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go get my bike.
Shh. Okay. So do you leave right now?
I leave right now.
And we'll radio you if something happens.
Yeah.
So who has the radio now?
I have
Because
She still has one.
Yeah,
and he still
they're
has
still
one.
together. Nothing's.
yeah. So Courtney has one, and
I gave her mine.
okay.
For now.
Okay, so you still have yours.
So I have mine.
Okay.
Yes. But then they're together.
Okay.
Go to my house. Grab my bike.
For what?
For my bike.
For what?
And also a flashlight actually.
I was gonna say,
What do you
get a
use for?
flashlight.
I'd like to come back.
Do you are you asking him this as he's moving?
Before I leave?
But before he leaves, I say get a flashlight.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So
Okay. So while he's gone,
I jog it so it's a little bit faster.
See if you have a camera.
A camera?
Xander, I would say that you do have to leave. So you're getting the flashlight, and that's it, or you're getting a flashlight and a camera if you find one.
Because what if you shine the light in? What if we can ID one of the dogs, like the dog
I was
scent?
gonna say we could look for like tags on any of them.
Yeah, but then how much time until we can develop all that film though?
Well, but once we see it, it's Friday. We can't unless we know where that other girl lives. When who lost the dog, we won't be able
Yeah,
to
but then
see her
aren't
until
those
Monday.
aren't the booths closed on the weekend?
I would say the pharmacy is open 24/7. There is one dude there,
Okay.
and it's open late, not 24/7. It's open quite late.
Okay.
But the one person there, you guys know that people go in there and out of there all the time, developing film at all random times of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
Okay.
we can get someone to ID that it's their dog that's missing, then we know that, we can say that we have suspicion that he has animals that aren't his.
Then I like to. Okay, well, so my house now.
I was about to say, is this
Yes.
conversation is happening while you
Yes.
guys are booking it over?
Well,
While you are booking it over, and they're kind of like away from the house.
Yeah.
They're just on the radio with
Yeah.
you. Because the radio stretches.
Yeah.
It stretches enough for you guys to be able to talk to each
Yeah.
other
So we'll
comfortably.
leave the house and go to the corner or something,
Just-
so that way we're
yeah.
not just
not
like,
suspiciously just staring
Yeah.
at it.
We'll walk to the corner.
Okay,
And
but then
just
just
chill
keep an
there.
eye on him. So we're still having this conversation while I'm walking.
Yeah.
So,
We'll be able to see if he leaves,
Yeah.
like his
Yeah.
car.
We'll know
There's
his truck
two
left.
kids.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
it's not weird for kids to be outside.
but then just keep an eye out. Just like look inside his house if he's moving, if the lights turn on. whatever.
Reese, Corner, roll me a perception.
5.
16.
Okay, so Courtney, you see him go outside. He takes out some trash, and he's having difficulty with the trash, and then he like stuffs into the trash can.
Wait, what do you do?
He took trash
He
out.
took trash out. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Maybe once he gets back, think you guys can check that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I was already planning on it.
Cool. All right. I'm almost at my house.
And then as he's throwing the trash out, he's like looking around because like his car alarm went off, so he's just kind of like scanning.
It's kind of iffy about it.
Yeah, because he's just like,
Makes sense.
Why did that happen?
why would his car alarm go off? So he just kind of scans and looks around. He's like, all right. And he also does a walkthrough of his car just to make sure it's like what happened here, because he is right by the rec center.
Yeah.
So like he does know like
Baseballs.
so that's kind of a thing that happens, or like tennis balls even.
Yeah.
Because there's a tennis court at the rec center, outdoor tennis court. So, all right, he goes in.
Okay. So.
Did you find anything? Are you at your house yet?
I am now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get a flashlight. I'm gonna look for that camera that you asked for. So, okay, if I was to get both,
I would say that you would have to drop something.
I would have to drop something.
You'd have to drop something.
What if I?
You don't have to drop the X-Acto knife, but like.
What if I tape the flashlight to my arm? Like. I think that's a yes.
Yeah. You do have to roll me to see if you could even find the radio.
The camera.
Or the flashlight. No, not the flashlight.
Camera.
The camera. The flashlight's kind of sitting in the room, I would say.
Yeah.
I was also going to say, if he's getting his bike, wouldn't that kind of help ease the load so he can carry a little bit more?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just more things for him to bring.
Yeah, in general.
He has a
Unnatural
camera.
19. Or unnatural 20. Unnatural.
Unnatural 20. So yeah, you definitely
Find my mom's camera.
Yeah. So you did not find like camera like takes film camera. You found a disposable.
Okay.
And there's nothing on it. Like it's a fresh disposable.
Cool. Alright. So I put that in my pocket, I guess. And now. Taped flashlight to arm.
While he's at his house after I've seen the guy inside for a little while, I kind of like work my way over towards his trash cans a little bit and try to open it up and like look in the bag.
Okay. Dexterity for lifting the lid.
While he's doing that, I'm already on my way over with my bike.
19. Okay, so you lift the lid up. You make little to no noise. You put the lid down carefully as well. And then in the trash can, you just see like you see a garbage bag, but it's like one of those thick, like
hefty.
Plastic. Yeah, it's like one of those thick black plastic hefty garbage bags.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Just
Wait, shouldn't you wait? Is it knotted? Or is
Yeah,
it
it's
just
knotted.
like normally?
It's knotted.
Or...
is it knotted or like the drawstring?
It's knotted.
Okay.
It's drawstringed, and the drawstrings are knotted.
Yeah, try opening it. If it doesn't work, we can wait for Xander to get back. He has X-Acto.
All right.
Dexterity for that.
All right. 10.
10. You're like half into this trash can. Courtney's like out in front, like keeping watch and like making sure like the front door and also the back, like making sure no one's going in. Xander, I would say that you're about like 5 minutes away because you're on a bike now.
Yeah.
Go and roll me another one.
11.
Okay, so you get the knot open, and you open. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You open the drawstring and you look inside, and there's just a whole mess of like entrails
Ugh.
and like fur.
I don't feel good about this.
Poop and fur?
Entrails.
What is
Entrails.
that?
Entrails is like guts.
Innards.
Ew! Oh no.
All right, Courtney, roll me a
Oh.
Constitution. That's a good reaction.
Yeah, actually,
Also, you need to
yeah,
roll me a
I was gonna say I
Constitution
should also, because I'm in it.
6. Do I throw up like in
6. Yeah, I would say that you do. You
Don't-
do feel sick.
Throw up in your mouth, but
Yeah.
And I got a 6.
Yeah. Okay. You throw up into the.
Yeah, I
bag.
throw up in the.
Oh.
I was just like, as soon as I open it.
Yeah. And then Courtney, after, because
She's
you're
a
like,
lady.
what is this? You kind of look over his shoulder and you get the whiff of it, and you also see it, and then you also, both of you guys are throwing up into this man's trash.
Wow, okay.
And then at that time, that's when Xander turns the corner. Where do you ditch the bike?
I don't.
Okay, so do you bring it in like basically right in front, like it's like right
Well, okay,
on the wall.
I'll go ahead and just lay it down on the curb.
on the curb? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then
Like, on the other house.
as you're walking up,
Mhm.
you're like, guys, and then they're like, yeah.
What?
And enter Xander.
What happened?
You don't need to look, but there's guts and fur in that trash
Do
can.
you look?
Do you-
Look
Do you look though? You have to tell me if you
Yes,
look.
I look.
Okay. You won't do that Constitution.
Everyone throw.
Ooh, 17.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Xander, you look.
It's. Ugh.
Okay. Xander, I would say that you have too much stuff. You do need to offload some of your stuff to the other two.
Okay.
So,
Give me the camera.
yeah, okay, wait, hold on. What do you guys do? Both Reese and Courtney are leaned over this trash can, and Xander just took a whiff and backed off. So what do you guys do? You guys regroup?
I quietly close the trash can lid back.
Guys, you gotta roll me that dexterity for that.
That's fine. Unnatural 20.
Okay, good. Yeah, you do everything fine.
Yeah.
He was there. He's the
Oh,
one doing it. So
Reese even ties it up.
Yeah.
The same way
Just
he
like-
saw it.
nice.
He does it with his eyes closed.
We threw up in the
Yeah.
bag.
So actually, from the surface, it looks just like he just left it. And you put the lid on, no noise. You guys kind of regroup away from the house again.
Okay.
I take my bottle of water and like swish it in my mouth a little and hand some to Courtney.
Thanks.
All right.
Much appreciated. Give me the camera.
All right. Here's the camera.
Thanks.
Minus camera.
How many photos do I have? 10?
It's a disposable. You have 25.
25.
How do I know that?
How do you know?
I thought it was like 24 or something.
It's-
But yeah,
I thought it was like 50.
It's 25 to
No.
30
I don't think it was that much.
typically. It's 25 to 30 depending on what. But like a regular Fujimax camera, I think it has about 25 photos in it.
Do we want to take a picture of that though? Of the guts and stuff?
I'm just gonna open it again.
Well, I mean,
It's not.
I did say I only like closed the trash can lid. I didn't say I tied the bag.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, did you want to tie the bag?
No.
Okay.
I'll just leave it open.
Okay.
Let the neighborhood smell it and come investigate.
So do you want to take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you would have to roll
I'll
another.
roll it again.
Another, yeah. Just you guys constantly opening and closing the
Yeah.
trash can is gonna make
So
noise.
I open it with a 19.
Okay.
Wait,
okay.
before you take a picture.
Yeah, use your Buzz Lightyear arm.
Yeah, it's because the flash might be too
Wash it out,
bright.
yeah.
right. So I'll just like kind of cover the flashlight, so it's just a little bit of light coming out. Is that okay? Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Proceed.
Take a picture of it.
Do you? So
No
you don't
flash.
use a flash?
No flash.
Okay. Click.
Okay.
Evidence.
Mhm.
Do you wind it up now or do you wind it up later?
Later.
Unwound.
17 to close it, by the way.
Awesome. Thank you. No, I'm just gonna say at this point,
Okay.
you know
I'm a natural with the trash can.
You know this trash
I know the
can.
mechanics of this trash can.
Does it get advantage from now on?
Yeah.
Advantage.
Roll advantage on all
cans.
trash.
Nice.
Okay. What do you guys do at this point?
All right.
Now that
See
something
if
is
we
definitely
go
awry.
Take a picture, see if we can get anything from the basement.
Shine the light in the window.
And actually for future, not for future, for past references, just letting you guys know that this house is right next to the house that had the fire in the kitchen,
Mhm.
where the kitchen
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Just letting you guys
Okay.
know. This is,
Domestic dispute and fire.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then also that wall is the wall that divides that specific house with this one.
Mhm.
Just letting you guys know.
Okay. Okay.
So go to the other side, see if we can get anything.
Get the basement window shot. Flashlight in. Take a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do this. Well, before you wind it back up, I'm gonna say like cover it with like some clothes or something just to muffle the
Oh, my
sound.
armpit.
Just
Slowly.
Yeah. Rip. Okay, so you guys regroup back over to the basement window, and do you guys try to crack it open more, or do you just go for it?
I mean,
If it's glass, you just do it through it.
yeah,
It's frosted.
it's frosted.
The glass is frosted.
Well, can you like put your arm like through the crack and shine it, and
You-
then I could put the camera below?
I would say when you guys opened it, you could fit fingers through it. You can't really fit your arm through it
Yeah.
yet.
You can still shine light though.
But
Good.
the
I'm just saying.
cameras-
I'm just saying. If you want to open it more, you would have to try to open it again.
Okay.
'Cause it
Yeah,
is-
we
it is-
should- I think we should try to open it, but not me, because I'm not strong.
Yeah. I was about to say it is a basement window, so people don't really use that. So it is kind of hard to open. It's not like people just leave it open all the time.
Do you want to open it? I don't want to open it. I have the camera, so if we need to do this quick, then... Well, Xander, if you have the light, then I feel like you should open it. So worst case, if we make a lot of noise, we can try to book it.
Okay, just to clarify, this window and where we're at, this is technically the front of the house, like outside the house, or is this on the other side of the fence?
It's on the side.
Okay.
Where the trash cans are.
Oh, okay. So
you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on the side where the trash cans are.
Okay.
Drawing for reference. This is the front of the house.
So we are.
You are here. You guys are here where the trash cans are.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I guess I gotta try to open it.
Strength it out.
Been good with the trash can so far. 14.
Okay. So it opens up a little bit more enough to stuff an arm in.
Okay.
And it does make a little bit more noise. And then you hear movements on the side of the house.
On surface level.
You hear movement on the surface level. You hear like a door close inside the house. You don't like that's like the only thing you hear. You don't hear like running or anything. You just hear a door close inside the house.
And she already wound the camera. Hurry up, hurry up.
Okay.
Just give me the camera and then with the flash on, I'm gonna take a quick picture.
Or does Courtney do it?
It's the same thing. The picture gets taken.
Yeah. Go for it. Like just.
Okay. So immediately once Reese opens the thing, Courtney sticks her hand in and takes a picture.
Yeah.
With flash on.
Yeah. Take it.
Yep.
Okay. It clicks. We go. And then you hear like lots of movement in the basement, like cages rattling, like just muffled. It's just muffled things. A lot of muffled like movement.
Okay.
Like these sound like there's a lot of caged animals inside this basement. So you guys book it to where?
Go.
I say we book it towards the police department. So
We
it's
have
like
to try to get it. Do we want to get it developed right away? It is a fresh
is it a
camera.
24/7 pharmacy?
You know the pharmacy?
Because we have to get them developed first.
I would say that at this point, you guys do notice that the police department is not open at this point. They basically only answer to it's a small town, so they basically only answer to emergency calls. And you guys are just a bunch of kids.
Yeah. But could we get the pictures developed right now?
It would take 1 day.
One entire day.
So,
but we could bring it in and then leave it until the next day.
Sure. But I was about to say you guys do have 23 pictures left on the thing.
I don't know buying another one. I have a lot of money.
Do we want to do anything about what's happening right now, though?
I don't feel like we could do anything right now unless we...
Should we take other pictures, like of this car?
That'd probably be a good idea.
And you guys still haven't tried the front door yet, by the way.
The wall that's next to us.
He said we heard it click. He closed it and he clicked it after throwing out the trash.
What?
He locked the
He said
door.
we heard him lock the door.
Doesn't mean you can't knock on the door.
We could still go with the.
You could still knock on the door.
For what?
I mean,
why?
For that same scenario that you guys thought of, I was getting ready to do that, but you guys just decided not to do that and keep on sneaking around.
There's no. We won't be able to get any of the animals. We already took a picture.
Are you sure?
Yeah, are you sure?
Because I had a plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then it's up to you guys if you want to follow through with it. My plan was to wreck this guy's car, have him come outside and chase me down while I had the bike.
Well, you didn't say that.
Well, because you wanted to do the picture thing, and I thought it was a good idea.
Everyone was too busy throwing up in this trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's fine by me.
I suppose so. If you think you can go fast enough, even if we wreck his car, we'd have to wreck it so it doesn't work if he's gonna chase you down.
Well, no, he can chase me down in the car.
You gonna outbike that car?
Well, I mean, how much? It's right there. I'll be just
Here, do you
far
want to
enough.
take my bat then?
No, I think you guys still might need it just in case, because we don't know if he's the only one in the house.
So you're just gonna kick it or what? Shout or?
I have a bike lock and chain just.
Okay, sure.
But yeah. So I just want the alarm to go off and then for him to chase me down, hopefully in the car. Maybe not. But then, as long as we know he's out of the house, and you guys can now investigate, right? And I'm just gonna book it down and go straight to the rec center. Okay, so in this, I guess, plaza or whatever, with the fire department, rec center, police station, and what is this? Town hall? Is there like a plaza that I can like cut through?
I could say that you could cut through these areas. These are just areas that, you know what I mean? Like, you could, for the fire department, it's not the whole entire blocks of the fire department, obviously. It's just, like, the fire department building and then, like, the house that they live in.
Alleyways.
And the alleyways, So that you guys live in the town. You guys know the town quite well. And you guys do a lot of walking and talking. So, like, besides, minus Courtney, you and Reese know, you guys just know the town. That's not a problem. You know you'll be able to pull it off. Hence the reason why you got the bike, and hence you have this plan. You know you can pull this off.
Yes. Okay.
All right. I'm fine with that. So we'll wait maybe by where the trash cans are around the corner.
Yeah. Just stay hidden. Just stay hidden. Wait for him to get in the car and leave, and chase me down. Or if he doesn't get in the car or whatever, just as long as you know 100% that he is gone.
Okay, let's do it.
And I'm gonna make sure that I'm not out of radar range. So I'll let you know if he stops and comes back, or vice versa. If he's just gone from me, I don't know, and then you guys find out that he's just whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
I think you can.
All right.
You guys break?
Yep.
Break. Okay. Reese and Courtney get into position, and Xander, you ready your bike lock.
All right.
Roll me that strength when you decide to do it. And which window?
I'll do driver's side window, and then also the hood.
Which one first?
Window.
Okay.
Window first.
Okay.
I like the nice pop. Let's see. 9.
Okay. You hit the window once. It makes a huge clattering sound, and then nothing really happens. No alarm doesn't go off.
Number 2.
But you hear
me, I'm just like
you hear well, I mean, you bumped into the car and it moved.
I shoulder checked it.
Car moved.
Yeah.
He just hit the window with a bike chain and doesn't really do anything. And you hear a door slam. You ready your next hit?
Right. I do hear a door slam.
You hear the door slam inside, so you got to do this fast.
Right. Dang, are you serious?
What?
It went to 20 and then went back to 2, so 3.
Okay. At 3, you drop the bike lock.
I drop it.
You drop it. You drop. Yeah, you have to pick it up.
Okay, I'll pick it up, and then I'll just say screw it. I pick it up and then leave, and then get on my bike, go to the end of the cul-de-sac, and wait for him to look for me. Well, to come out.
He hasn't come out yet. So I would say that you could pick it up and do it one more time.
Yeah.
Before he gets to the door. But you could hear like he's running.
He's running.
Like you could hear hard footsteps going like through the house.
Maybe like down the stairs.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll radar these guys because I'm assuming you guys are looking at the house.
Yeah.
As well, right? You guys see him?
Not yet.
And then they relay you that information.
Okay.
Like, oh, he's running.
But you hear him coming out.
He's
one more time.
coming, but
Yeah.
he's not out yet.
All right, I'm just gonna get on my bike and just get ready to go.
Okay. Do you hit it one more time before you do that?
I just get on my bike, go to the edge of the cul-de-sac, and just wait for him.
How would he know that you were doing this?
I wait for him to come outside the house to check his car and be like, "Hey!" No? Yeah.
Because the thing is, for me on my end, I would say that you should do it again one more
You
time.
think so?
Because he has to physically see you on the car. Because otherwise, how would you're just a kid on the corner.
Yeah.
You're just a kid on the corner, and there's
Alright,
just a
fine.
bunch of scratches.
Fine.
Just do a drive-by, like...
Yeah, then I'll stay on my bike.
Yeah, that's
this
what I was
time.
about to say. You're ready, your bike, you're ready to
I'm
go.
on the bike with the chain and I hit it
Yeah.
one time. That's really cool. 11.
Okay. All right. So the window shatters, the car alarm goes off, and his door opens, like hearing the window shatter. He sees you, and he's like, "What are you doing?" He starts chasing after you.
All right.
Dexterity.
Great.
I'm on the bike though.
Yeah, you are on the bike. This is just to see how your start off goes.
Okay.
Because very much so like a plane,
10.
the start off is the most
10.
dangerous part. 10, he rolls a 2, so he like stumbles a little bit, but he is booking it after you.
Okay,
and
so
you
he's
take off.
Okay, cool.
So he is chasing after you.
On foot? On foot?
He's chasing after you on foot, and then as you're taking away off, he reaches the curb and he looks over at his car, and he's like, his hands are his head. He's like, oh my gosh, and then he runs inside to go grab his keys.
Okay.
And then
Guys, let me know.
And he's inside. You hear him like scramble around. You see him get his keys. He goes back outside, goes inside.
Does he lock the door? Or does he
No, it's wide open. He doesn't care at this point. And he goes back in because he's assuming that his car alarm went off because of you.
Yes. Okay.
So he goes back in. He opens the door from the outside because there's no window there. He opens it up, like brushes off some of the glass, sits down, starts his car, goes over, and you're now he's now following you because you're making your way down.
So
the
I
street.
should be already going down with this nectar.
Do you let us know when you're around the corner when it's clear for us to go?
Well,
we could see him
at this point.
get to the corner.
You can see him.
You guys are telling me.
So we'll tell him like, hey, he's kind of gone. He did go back inside the house. He could have got something besides
keys. That we're going in.
Okay. All right. So I start making my way down.
Buzz and that we're going in.
In between. No, I don't want to immediately go there. I'll go around the fire department, in between the fire department and the police station.
So you go down and over, or you go
down and over.
Down and over. Okay, good. All right, Reese, Courtney. I would say you guys have quite a bit of time.
Book it into the house.
Let's look for the basement.
Yeah, let's head straight for the basement.
So you guys make your way inside through the front doors. You see that in the living room, there's like a TV, couch, like normal living room stuff. On the right hand side, you see the kitchen. Everything's clean inside the house, but you get this like overwhelming smell of like bleach everywhere. Search the house.
Immediately go to where a basement door would be. Just searching for a basement door.
Okay. You guys get to that basement door and you find that it is locked.
Okay.
With what?
It is a standard deadbolt lock.
What's the door made out of?
Wood. Like
I use my bat.
I was gonna say
smash it open.
Bat at the handle, I guess.
Okay.
Yes, we can break it
So
off.
All right. So you give it to Reese.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get the bat. I'm gonna try to hit it. That'd be a strength check 19.
19. The bat like bounces off of the lock and nothing really happens.
What?
So do you guys Courtney? Are you focused on the door or are you looking wildly? Like now that you guys find out that there's nothing that happened to the lock, what do you guys do?
Let's say I'd look for a key.
Okay, roll me that perception. 18. Right by the door, you see one of those key hanging things, and then you see this key ring, and there's like 20 keys on it.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it and try to open it.
Okay.
Key 1.
Roll me a 20.
14.
That one doesn't work.
16.
It works.
16 worked. All
16 worked?
Second
Just
key.
a 16? That's what you rolled?
Yeah.
So the 16 worked. It opens the deadbolt, and you guys go inside. As you guys open the door, you get this like overwhelmingly like horrid smell of like damp fur and just dead
Start running.
things. I need both of you guys to roll me a Constitution because this is
Already threw up once today.
exactly
11.
19.
okay. So both of you guys like knowing the stench.
Yeah.
You guys steel yourselves and make your way down.
Okay.
You guys good?
Yeah, it's
We're in the basement.
smells real bad.
You still on me?
Okay, so let's go, and we're back to Xander. He is still on you. I need you to roll me a. Let's roll you a Constitution to see how your physically your stamina is, your physicality.
You 5.
A 5. Okay. Where are you at right now?
I'm in between, like.
Where we left you last. You were making your way
kind of
up
like,
between the fire department and the police.
I'm looking at myself around like in between the fire department and police station.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like if there's like a plaza in between all of these.
Yeah.
I'm like making my way right towards there.
Okay, so you're cutting. I would say that. Let's say that you're making a left. You're cutting your way through the rec center because the rec center, the theater, there is kind of a plaza where the town hall, the theater is. You know what I mean? It's like kind of like a big grassy area that's right there.
Okay.
So you're booking it. You're cutting through there, but you are getting really, really, really tired. And you see the guy's car go up Clementine Road So the road between the houses and the fire department and the rec center, you see him go up there, and you see him just speed by. He sees you. He passes you on the rec center. He slowly starts his car.
Passes the rec center.
Yeah, he parks his car right next to the rec center because he sees you.
Oh, he actually parks it.
Because he sees you going, and you're slow, basically slow enough for him to think he can catch you.
Okay. Well, I mean, his car wouldn't be able to make it through there anyways, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he parks his car and he starts making his way, and he starts running after you.
Okay.
Well, that's a good noise.
I was just gonna say, can I just look at him and see, like, if he has any weapons on him?
He doesn't have any weapons on. He's just straight up just.
Ready,
just-
rocks.
Yeah.
He's just running towards you. He just wants to get a hand on you as soon as he can.
Okay.
What do you? This is the split moment decision when you're cutting your way through this like lawn area, this open field, and he's basically trying to cut and
Then
meet you.
I'll turn and make my way towards the hospital.
Okay. All right. So you swing a right, and then he's now following you. And he's following you.
Okay.
Like about a car's length behind.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because I'm tired on the bike and
You're
he's
as you're going, yeah.
Okay.
Because he just got out of a car. So
An
he's-
adrenaline fueled.
Yeah. And he is bigger than you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
angry man.
And you are riding a bike through grass.
You're less
Yeah.
than like 5'2", aren't you?
Yeah. All right. So you make your way towards the Sacred Heart Hospital, and you reach Maine.
Okay.
What you do?
I look both ways and book it across the street
Okay. Where do you go?
into the hospital. I drop my bike and go into
You
the
run
hospital.
into the hospital?
Really? Okay. So can you roll me the dexterity for that, just to see how quickly you do all that stuff.
18.
Okay. So you drop your bike, book into the hospital. He follows you very shortly after. But what do you do once you're inside the hospital?
I mean, there's a bunch of just random rooms.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
There's a
like,
bunch of random people as well.
Yeah,
I would say that once you make it into the hospital, you would say that the lobby area is kind of full. Like not full, like oh, there's an outbreak of something, but it's just kind of full of just random people there for their appointments, random people that are picking up prescriptions. Because again, this is basically the only place to pick up prescriptions from is that there's a pharmacy in the hospital. And most of the people do that there because free healthcare. Or free prescriptions, no co-pays really.
I
So
remember, was I wearing a jacket during this or anything?
I would say so, yeah.
All right, then real quick,
Because it is early evening. You guys are.
Yeah.
It's like late September.
I like to look around to look for
Any place to hide really quick?
any families or like moms or something.
You see, like in the seating area to your
Because
right.
it is full, right?
Yeah, not full, but like there's
there's a
people
good
there.
amount
It's
of people.
busy. So you see a bunch of like open chairs that are near a bunch of families.
Okay.
So are you saying you're ditching your jacket?
No, I put all of my stuff inside the jacket, so it doesn't look like I have all this stuff on me. I just put it all inside the jacket and like bundle it up. And
So you no longer you're naked. You no longer have anything.
It's in
the
my
jacket.
it's in the jacket. That's in my like I go to sit down
Mm-hmm.
and I basically just
Like just put all the stuff.
let's go. And then I kind of, but I try to look for a family that's close to the door still. Let's go.
Okay.
Or do this a little bit so it looks like I'm sick.
Nice.
Assassin's Creed.
Nice. So, roll me a Constitution. I want to see how fast you steady yourself, and how fast you do this.
Okay. 15.
Okay. So you steady yourself, and basically the moment you take one last breath, he bursts in and he looks around, and then because he is an adult.
Mm-hmm.
As he goes in, he looks around, and nurse comes up to him and be like, "Sir, like what's going on?"
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, this kid like he crashed my window, and he ran in here. Did you see anyone that ran in here?" And he's like, "Sir, there's a lot of kids around here. Like, I didn't see really anything. You're free to look around, I guess. That really does suck." We are right next to the police station, so you could go ahead and file a report there as well.
Is his back towards me?
Yeah. Like he walked basically he burst in and he made a beeline basically straight for the front desk.
Front desk.
Okay.
Okay, as soon as he walks in for the front desk and starts talking,
Dexterity.
I just
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Blend in.
Oh,
no.
frick!
It was survival.
What happened?
Oh, you're right. Survival point.
Survival.
For the survival points, can you put your survival points you have now and a dash on the total survival points you have, because you do regain 1 every session that we have.
I only used 1 last time.
You gain 1?
You gain 1 every session. You could use multiple survival points. You could use all 18 or 20 of your survival points.
No, you have a max.
You have a max.
You have a
The
max.
number that I have is max.
Yeah, so put a dash and
Oh.
put that number again, so that way you know how much you're using and how much you're getting back.
Yeah.
Okay, so you use the survival point, roll again.
Okay.
Yeah. So that way it's blank out of blank. You know what I mean?
-2.
Good. This is what this is for.
Is
Dice.
there a max or no? That you can use on one?
No.
Just
You
until
just
you
have
drain
survival
it.
points to use. That's what this is for.
Oh my god, -3.
That's what this is for.
You only regain 1 every time, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I've only used it once.
And we've also never used them.
Yeah.
I've used it once.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean? Like,
It's because I was dying.
Yeah. It was actual survival. Okay. That's it.
17,
Yeah.
18,
Okay.
baby, let's go.
okay, so you basically pause for a split second. The adrenaline from your anxiety, like the adrenaline from the run, is overpowering your anxiety of crowds, because you're now realizing at this moment that there's a lot of people here,
Yeah.
and you are making a scene, and you look at the door and you see the door, and you just go through, and you did ditch your bike. So as you're getting, I would say you're going back to your bike, right? I'll say as you're getting back to the bike.
No, I'm not even gonna go for a bike anymore, because like I'm assuming he saw the bike, right?
Yeah, but it's it's faster to be on the bike than it is to run.
You can just take your bike.
Yeah, you can just take your bike. So so as you're getting your bike, you're hyperventilating as you're getting your bike, just like you know.
Then, so I'm on the bike.
Yeah, you make your way all the way back.
I make my way the other way, like north.
Towards the diner and all that.
Yeah.
On Main Street? Or what
Yeah.
are you trying to look for?
Yeah. So I go back on.
You'd be here.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
up here is that 7-Eleven diner.
I try to make my way to Bell, but then I go behind the vets.
Okay.
So then, like, I'm not on the main streets.
Cool. Okay, before you leave the hospital, can you roll me a perception really quick? 9. As you're leaving, you hear him just being like, "This is ridiculous. Like, how do you guys not know that there's a kid here?" You get the feeling that he's gonna be here for a while.
All right, cool. So as I'm trying to catch my breath, I go, "Oh, I'm good." He's at the hospital right now. Not like he didn't check in, but
Did you put him in the hospital?
And isn't his car all the way at the rec center?
Mm-hmm.
that's true.
Oh yeah, it's all the way back here, so he has to cut
You get
through
the
it.
feeling that he's gonna be
Yeah,
doing this
he's
for
probably
a while.
gonna be here for a while, but just in case,
We'll still hurry.
yeah, still hurry. Actually, yeah. So, I'm gonna go try to keep an eye on his car because he left it over by the fire department.
So you're not gonna regroup?
Not yet.
Because we still need to know when he's coming back.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you could just hide and rest
Yeah.
and like
So,
create another diversion if
Watch
you
from a
need to.
distance.
So like, while I'm telling him this, I'm just slowly riding my bike to the rec center and then just like trying to chill, hide out, make sure he doesn't see me, but I can
And
literally
the
just
long
see his
way.
car.
So you guys get that radio as you guys are making your way down these steps. You guys confirm? You're like, oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah, cool. We have time. We have time.
Okay, you guys are making way down the steps. As you guys get to the end of the staircase, both of you turn to your right, and you see just cages lining the walls, and they're filled with muzzled dogs, some cats, but mostly dogs. And you can see a majority of them are like a little mangy. And Reese, you recall back to your realization at the dumpster near the diner, like this is where all the stray dogs went. And then in the center, in the center, there's a table, and there is what you see is like an animal carcass just like laying on this table, and you see a bunch of like guts to the left of the animal, and then you see 5 hearts on the right side. On the floor of the garage, it's completely bare for the exception of this circle with a bunch of candles on it.
Oh gosh. Weirdo.
And that's where we're going to end this episode.
This ritual man.
Glad I wasn't there.
We're seeing some stuff.
All right.
Seeing and smelling some stuff.
Oh, man.
That is the end of this episode of Homeroom Heroes. How do you guys feel?
Excited. I had an adventure.
Yeah.
We're about to have an adventure.
Okay. I hope you guys like this.
Ready for the next one.
Episode title: Xander's Big Excursion.
All right. I did not expect this to go the way it did.
In a good way or bad
That's
way?
the thing.
In a good, not in a good way or a bad way. It's just like it wasn't what I expected.
Okay, you were expecting more action.
Not action. I was expecting you guys to get through the front door or to sneak through the back, because you guys never checked the back fence. You just went to the back of the house and you just looked. You didn't. Really
I looked
do
over the
anything.
fence just to see if an
You
animal was
just
there.
didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to check the door because the back door was not locked.
I didn't want to immediately break and enter.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You guys were actually it's really funny because all of you guys are all good alignment, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys not wanting to do any of that stuff, I was like, wow, that's cool, because you guys don't want to get in trouble either.
Yeah.
For the exception of Xander, who
Until I'm like,
wrecks the
screw
guy's
it,
car.
let's go.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Actually, I just wasn't expecting it to go this way. So I hope you guys have fun.
I need my movie in here somewhere. Or a game. I'm sorry.
All right. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Please go ahead and get the game. It's real fun. It's really easy to use. Go ahead and follow us more for Slot 4 content.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like that smash button.
I want a smash button.
No, but you just like it though. Like that smash.
My name is Lyle. I am the GM for this Dark Places and Demogorgons playthrough, and the Homeroom Heroes are
Julian as Xander.
Brandon is Reese.
And Kristen as Courtney.
I really hope you guys return to us next episode. It is really...
It's pumping up.
It's pumping up. All right?
Things are happening now.
See ya.
Bye.